tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Our chance to show you the offense here, Tyler Lockett. Charles, your thoughts?
Loved him coming out of Kansas State. The third Lockett that played there after his father and his uncle. An absolute true threat every time he touches the ball to take it to the house.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. The play clock's running down. Here's Wilson. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Michael Bennett's one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You've got a problem.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun. Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Back to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Over. The green, 39.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Back to throw again. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Corey Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happens. Mistakes either. Off you go.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
4 yards remaining now on second down. Time running out here on the play clock. And they'll go on the ground. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
3rd and 4. They come out here in the eye. Here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And some room to roam now. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Play clock winding down. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Man open left side is Brown. 23 yards on the play.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. No, check. Patrick.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 20. Six-yard line just across the 25. Throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On first down, Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And on 2nd and 10 now. And they'll run it here. So he got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
What's left? What's left?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The play clock's running down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Back to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play, 58 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd down, Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, a great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And San Francisco Set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. The 49ers are going to turn over the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And left side here, it's Graham. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go. Green!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now. Shift.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you don't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the 2nd half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the 2nd half, they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Brown, the lone receiver left. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes The 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Muscles him off, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Brad Nordman now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Returnable for Lockett. Oh, spinning away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Shift together here from the D-line. A second down carry for Procise. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
DeForest Buckner is a really tall defensive end / defensive tackle. How about that move right there to get upfield and make the play in the offensive backfield? Excellent leverage.
You're right. Tall, big, 6'7", nearly 300 pounds. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They get 31 yards that time, and it's good enough for a Seattle first. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll come out in the pistol. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for some. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daquan Jones able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Third down now following the run. They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that
contract time, you could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
Complete. Richardson has it. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Running out here on the play clock. Looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Third down, 15 yards still needed. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense.
Let's go. Green, gun.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Hurry up, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And taken at the 46. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown, and it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Brad Nordman now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Deep drop. He sets to fire deep. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the... Maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not be talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it. And when an offense is doing a nice job and get to the proper places on the field.
All right, here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll come out in the pistol. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the 1st down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Now it's Lockett. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Buying time to his left. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here we go now.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go now.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed.
All right, here we go.
But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Paul Richardson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, That was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
And, Brandon, it's really no surprise to see them running the ball here. They've got the lead. There's not much time left. They just want to keep the clock moving and seal the win.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's third down. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
All right, here we go. Blue, 90.
And they'll run it here. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for San Francisco, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they can't quite seem to turn.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Broncos coming in at 1-9, going up against the Jets, who come in at 5-5. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gott and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. He'll come out throwing here on first down. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And the defense
Plays on the defensive line. It's a difficult task to block him.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got Miller. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Here we go.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Miller with it over the middle. And a gain there of 11 yards. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. On the right side, this is Miller. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his...
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jay Ajayi, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got 4. Come on, let's go. Hut. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now back to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will make our score 9-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On play action, they'll throw. And his throw here's incomplete. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
A former first-round selection, Bradley Roby is comfortable whether covering in the slot or outside the numbers.
3rd down and 5.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. And Denver getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about it.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored.
You're so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field.
Here we go. We're at 38. We're at 38. Mike 52. Mike 52. Come on, oh, come on, oh.
They'll begin the drive with a jive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Come on.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4.
Come on, let's go. 190. 190. Ohio.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now let's go. Back that it up, Philly. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning, and then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And now a first down following that long gain. They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. See if they stay on the ground for second down. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
They run again with a jive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Back to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
This is taken at the 15. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
No. Check. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all he kept caring about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Gone.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Let's go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. 2nd down following the run. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Still 9 yards to go on third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jordan Reed, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Couple of Jets there in on the stop.
Well, they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Now back to throw.
Team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Let's go. What? None. Ohio. Watch the twist.
Out of the gun now on third down. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
2nd and 5. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. Third down and 3. They come up in an offset eye.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Reed with it over the middle. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll come out in the pistol.
Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Back to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Denver right after this. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the 2nd. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. With a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
So completion on second down, that brings up third. They come out here in the I. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
The Broncos send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They come out here in the eye.
Here we go.
Play clock winding down. They'll drop the throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. Now fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And take it right on the 30. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Caught on the right side. Reed. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Broncos. And Denver getting set to take the field. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow. a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Here we go. 190.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to throw again. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Let's go.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. He connected on his first, this from 41. And McManus able to put it through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over. And
they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the pickup, and it's a first down for the Jets.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
All right, here we go. Green, 30, Leopard.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He juked him, shedding the tackler that gives him some room. A big play there out of the running game. 35 yards.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? Is patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, oh, he's come alive and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Another pistol look here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah. That one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
Here's the punter, McAfee, to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Shreds the tackle. He hops over him.
That's why you stretch.
So the Broncos coming out now. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Back to throw here. Completion left side to Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
The play clock's running down. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The offense behind the chains after the infraction. It's now 3rd down and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going deep this time for Miller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Welcome back now to Denver. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They were stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. See if they stay on the ground for second down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. They'll come out in the pistol.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. And now out come the Jets. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Leopard. Leopard.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Let's see what the offense comes with.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have the first down across the...
Into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking like they may blitz. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
When you think of really good teams that play a base 3-4 defense, you'll have to think the defensive line handles a lot of things. Eat up double teams with your nose guard. Your defensive ends are what we call base guys that can hold the point of attack, and they make it very difficult for people to run the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick here is good. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They come out here in the eye. And here we go on first and goal. And they'll go on the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Let's go. 1, 9,
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And now it's third down. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the Jets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went backwards. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Green, 31.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Steps away to his left, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Sheldon Richardson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium.